Welcome, my fire signs. This is your weekly reading for April 24th through the 30th, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to check what is working against you, what's working for you, and what is unseen. So what's hidden that you're just not seeing, but could be working for you or against you, okay? And this is just for this week. So if it resonates, great. If not, check your other moon and rising sign element and see if that's where your attention needs to go this week, okay? So what I'm going to do is get an Animal Spirit Oracle card as your overall energy. I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot as the major energies, and then we'll use the regular Rider-Waite Tarot to clarify, okay? And then we'll get some other Oracle after that. We're going to get all into it just so we know what you have to work with this week. So let's see. Oh, we got the Frog, which is extremely interesting because I actually pulled this same card as in our collective reading this morning. So if you haven't seen that one, check that out too. Because what the Frog talks about, or what it symbolizes, is the need to make sure you're cleansing your energy, okay? Because the frog, it begins in water and then it goes, it evolves into an animal that can live on land, but it still needs the water, okay? It still needs to have its energy cleansed because you're not meant to carry around the heaviness. It's symbolic, right? So it's like we do so much in our life and we carry so much around with us energetically that we oftentimes forget to cleanse that off of us, okay? So that's interesting that same card came out in this reading that I pulled this morning for the collective reading. So, All right, so let's see what the Akashic Tarot, what's working against you, what's working for you, and what is hidden that you're not seeing. I love this deck because it gives really deep messages. I got it not too long ago and I'm loving it. Okay, so what's working against you? We have Caught in the Ruins in reverse, okay? What's working for you? We have the Five of Keys, Wishes Fulfilled in reverse. And then, what is unseen? The Ark of the Covenant. Ooh, this is interesting. So let me put this deck down. All right, so what's interesting about this is a perceived energy, okay? Because when we have the Caught in Ruins card, especially as something that's working against you, but it's in reverse, this is telling you that you desire to break free from something. There is something that needs to come to an end that is working against you, but you might feel like you're stuck, okay? And we resist change. Even though, there's fire signs, there can be fixed signs and mutable and all that, but we resist change all the time, okay? And part of that is because we feel like we're stuck because we can't see. I don't know if you can see this very well, but these two people are behind this gate, but it's all open right here. Like they can get out at any time, but they are only looking this way. So they feel stuck. But it's like, I want to break free, but maybe you don't know how, or maybe you feel like you're just unable to because you're in so deep. But let's get some of the tarot. Let's pull a couple of cards to clarify. There's always a way out. I've been talking about this the last week. It's like you feel like you're stuck in a position or in a situation and there's no way out, but there's always a way out. And it's really hard for you to see because you're in the middle of the scenario or whatever's going on. And you've got this cloudiness around you. This is why it's important to have your own reader, your own coach, your own counselor or therapist, whatever works for you. You need somebody that's on the outside that can actually see the big picture, okay? So let's pull a couple of cards. Five of Cups, yeah. And, whoops, 10 of Wands, yep. So this is exactly what we're talking about. There's a need to let something go. Now, this could be an old thought pattern. It could be an old relationship, a job, anything that resonates with you that you know has become this burden, okay? That you know that when you let go of it, that's your ticket to freedom. There's this weird psychological effect that we use on ourselves for whatever reason. You know, it's like, okay, well, I've been in this situation for so many years. And so it's like you feel like you have to stick it out like through the duration of your life because you spent 5, 10, 15, 20 years in something. Maybe it be a relationship or a job or friendship or something. And it's like, what kind of messed up way of thinking is it that just because you spent a lot of time in this misery, like, where do you get that you think you have to stay for the duration? It's so weird how we operate that way, but we do. And the frog is reminding you that we've got to cleanse ourselves of these burdens. Okay? And the 5 of Cups indicates a change, something like going through a transition and letting things go that are not working, that are this burden. And it's just, I love studying psychology as well as the tarot because they go hand in hand, and it's meant to have us think. And so this really will make you think of like this freeing yourself, this letting go, this taking personal responsibility is a desire, but it's also feeling like it's working against you because maybe there's some fear because you've been in this situation for so long. You've been in this energy for so long. Like, how do I free myself? How do I let go? How do I, completely turn around and transform my life? Well, you have to decide to let this old energy go. It's like the ego self dying away. And look here, that what's working for you is we have the 5 of Keys, wishes fulfilled in reverse, okay? So immediately when I say reverse, you're probably thinking, well, that's a negative connotation to what's working for me. But what this is representing is you have, like, everything that you desire is available to you, okay? It's sitting here and waiting for this, waiting for you to let go, waiting for you to free yourself, waiting for you to look up and take responsibility, and understanding that just because you spent a long time or a lot of energy and effort into a situation, like waiting for you to realize that you can change your mind at any time. You can let that go at any time. You're not obligated to stay in a heavy burden, okay? So here it's like, we have the 5, right? 5 is about change. So it's waiting on you to make that change. We have the 5 of Cups, 5 of Keys. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say for that one. 6 of Wands in reverse. Yep. And 8 of Swords. Interesting, huh? Because the 6 of Wands indicates success, but it's in reverse because the 5 of Keys are in reverse. Like, it's here waiting, but look, we have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is this energy here, caught in the ruins, being stuck. This is your own self-imprisonment. Okay, so this is what's dictating this holdup. And the swords are all about your mindset, okay? Obligations that you think you have, but it's all in your mind, okay? This is an opportunity for you this week. We have Mercury retrograde going on. This is a time for you to reevaluate everything. Okay, what have you been doing for so long that you know is not good for you, that you know is keeping you stuck? Like, how can you start having this change of mind, change of heart, change of action? Okay, because your wishes fulfilled are here waiting for you, but you're caught up in this old way of thinking, and it can easily be changed for you. And what's even more profound is that what is hidden underneath, what is unseen, is the Ark of the Covenant. So what this is saying is this is part of your objective. This is part of your karma, okay? So this is something for you to work through. And you absolutely can, because we've set up different roadblocks or objectives or whatever you want to consider them as. We set those up before we come into this life. Okay, because we want to prove to ourselves, first we need to go through the experience as a human. And then we want to prove to ourselves that we can overcome that we are able and willing to connect with our higher self in order to overcome this obstacle. It's like, I want to go and be a human and I want to experience these things, but I want to see if I can reconnect to me, my soul essence, and use both in order to navigate through the life. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's see what this has to say. King of Pentacles, yeah. And the Sun. Look, you are meant to be abundant. I don't know what else to tell you. We are in Taurus season, so that's interesting because the King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. And then we have the Sun. Hello, fire signs. Right? The Sun is the happiest card in the tarot. And so this is about you creating your happiness. This King of Pentacles is ruled by Venus. And so it's leading through the heart and really taking a practical approach to whatever it is that you're trying to break free from and bring in. Okay? Because you're trying to break free from feeling stuck in whatever situation that you're in, whether it be a relationship, career, just energy. And it's going to be different for everybody. Okay? And there's a desire to have abundance. And what I was talking about this morning in the collective reading is abundance is all around you. You're already abundant. It's just, what are you abundant in? Are you abundant in negative experiences? Are you abundant in lack? That can happen, okay? I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but it's true. You are already abundant, but we need to make sure that we move you over to the positive abundance, the abundance of overflow of, happiness, love, financial stability, whatever it is that you're desiring. Okay, you can achieve this. It's just your own mind is setting up the roadblocks and creating this own block, this own self-imprisonment. Okay, but here the energy underneath is that this is part of your karmic lesson. This is one of your objectives, and you have the divine right to be happy and abundant, but you have to take practical steps. You have to don't escape through spiritual psychosis, okay? Don't just stay in the woo-woo space and try to be the hermit. Like, you have to exist on both planes, okay? You have to exist in the spiritual realm and in the human realm, okay? And that's how you're going to find that happiness. That's how you're going to find the balance, and that's how you're going to find, that divine connection. So this is telling you that if you're wanting to be abundant, first you got to lead through the heart. Then you got to connect to your higher self. Then you got to, work with this mindset, because it is your divine right to be happy. And you want to work with the universe in different aspects, whether it be meditation, sacred geometry, whatever piques your interest, okay? So let's get some oracle. It's really interesting because here we're talking about the frog. Remember how I said, they're born in the water, they live in the water at first, and then they evolve to land. Well, we have emotions here, right? And then we have an earth sign, Taurus energy here. So it's like you get to use the best of both worlds. We use the water and the emotions, and we use that to manifest something in the material, and we use practical application. Okay, I hope that's making sense. If not, feel free to ask in the comments, okay? Because I know I start getting in this channeling phase and I start just talking, and sometimes I have to check in to make sure it's making sense. Because I ask to be an open channel for divine messages when I do my readings, and sometimes I surprise myself. So let's see what we need to know. Ooh, Magician's sword. Confidence in your magic. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Because I was just talking about connecting with your higher self and bringing it into, like, you have to be on both sides, both realms, right? And that's how the magician works, as above, so below. Okay? Having confidence that you are abundant, having confidence that you can create your own happiness on all levels. Holy cow. That's awesome. I've never pulled this card. I've had this deck for probably a couple months now, which is crazy in itself because April is almost over. This last week of April, like I still can't. Time is going by so fast. It's ridiculous. It feels like we just started the year. Let's see what else we need to know. But there, confidence in your magic. It's like be confident in what you are capable of. You're capable of a lot more than you think, but you've allowed, look at that. Okay, that one wanted to come out. The Andean cross. So I'm going to go over this right quick and then I'll get back to it. So the Andean cross is like, you just got to decide which way you want to go. You're deciding now. This is your life. You figure out where you want to go and you can go that way. Okay. So I'm going to try to remember what I was saying before, but, you're more powerful than you understand. And it's just getting those perceived blocks out of the way, because the blocks only exist in your mind, and it's creating then an energetic block. Okay. Because we hang on to stuff. We're energetic hoarders. And so this is telling you, it's interesting. This looks like very fiery energy here, right? And this is telling you that you, like whatever direction you're focusing on, that's where your magic and the energy goes. Okay. So if you're focusing, like I said, you're already abundant. So which side of abundance are you focusing on? Positive or negative? Because the universe does not care. The universe wants to give you exactly what you want. And so if you're always claiming that you are abundant in lack or drama or heartbreak, that's what the universe is going to give you. It's just energy. So let's see. Ooh, look at that. Envy in reverse. I like it. I'm glad it's in reverse because we never, ever want to be envious of anybody or anything. Okay, because what that does is it puts you in a very dark place. Okay, because envy is like, I want to have that thing and I don't want anybody else to have it. Okay, it's just a really low vibe type of energy. And nobody should ever envy anybody else, because even though we are all one, we are not the same. Okay, everybody has their own unique signature, their own unique energy signature. Okay, your own unique soul song, your own unique energy blueprint, if you want to call it that. Okay. So we are all one, but we are not the same, because we all came here with our own uniqueness and our own objective. Like, we are here to experience. We're just here to experience life as a human. Okay? So don't ever envy anybody, because just like I always preach, we all have the ability to tap into this power. Every single one of us. You just have to give yourself permission to do so. You have to evolve like the frog does. Okay? And you can use whatever power whenever you want. So let's see what else we need to know. I like this, man. Even the collective reading this morning was super strong. Oh, my candle's about to go out. And that's the thing, we can see the candle going out as a symbol of, we need to, number one, you can burn yourself out with all of this here. Okay. You never want to burn yourself out. If you're feeling burnt out, what do you got to do? Step back, cleanse the energy, ground down to the earth, come back to you. Okay. Anytime you're feeling stressed or anxiety, restless, anxious, whatever. I know anxiety and anxious, same thing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you feel just overwhelmed or drained, that's an indication that you got to come back to you, that you're not in your natural state. Okay? Your natural state is power and peace and calm and positive abundance. Okay? So don't let yourself get burned out. And, sometimes this can be a symbol of something needs to end. The time has come to an end. I mean, it's still barely burning, which is interesting. But, as fire signs, you could really get burned out because it's like go, 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 energy, energy, energy. So you have to come to a place of rest, and you have to understand that things that you've spent so much time and energy in do eventually need to die off when they are becoming burdensome. No matter how much time and energy you put into it, you have permission to let it go. Look at that. Pegasus transcending. Yep. This is so interesting. This is a powerful reading, you guys. Look at all of this energy. It's leading you to a place of power. It's showing you that you have divine connection, that any experience that you're going through that feels burdensome is just a lesson. It's just an objective. It's like you're on an obstacle course. This is an obstacle and you can get through it. Now, if you avoid it, you're going to keep running into it. But if you get through it, then you've overcome that obstacle and boom, you level up. Okay, so let's see what else we need to know right quick. Let's see. You know what? I want to use this one. I haven't used it in a while. Oops. And then, yeah, I think that's going to be good for this week because this is already powerful. Let's see. The Hermit. Remember how I just said the Hermit earlier? Like you want to go into hermit mode. That's the only way you can stay connected. It says retreat and recharge. Remember how I said also that anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, angry, maybe feeling envious, any type of low vibe energy, okay? Anytime you feel that, that is your indicator that you are out of your natural state. So you need to go back and recharge and come back to yourself. That's the only time you need to be in hermit mode is when you're recharging. You cannot stay in hermit mode because we are meant to experience life, okay? Going into hermit mode for good is avoidance, and that's you're not overcoming your objective, and it's just going to make things worse for you, okay? So you use hermit mode as a tool to recharge and come back to self. That's it. But this, you guys, this is really a strong message of we're evolving. And in order for you to join the collective of evolution, spiritual evolution, you have to really allow yourself to let go of the burdens, okay? To really remind yourself that you have an energetic blueprint. You are just as connected as I am. But you have to give yourself permission and get yourself out of this imprisonment that you have unknowingly built around yourself. Okay? So don't feel shame. Don't feel guilt. Look, the candle just went out. Don't feel shame. Don't feel guilt. Nothing like that. You don't need to. You just have to switch gears now and be like, okay, well, yes, I unknowingly have built up this wall around me and have programmed these negative thoughts within me because I picked it up from childhood through adulthood. And now I'm going to take control and I'm going to reprogram this. I'm going to reprogram myself because I understand now that I have to take action in order to tap into this abundance, happiness, growth, fulfillment, all the good things. Okay? It's all right, my dear. You have a lot of work to do this week. We're in Mercury retrograde, so this is you revising, revisiting all of this and just reevaluate where you are and where you want to be soon. Okay? So I hope this helps you. If you need anything, the link is in the comments or in the description. If you like this, please like and subscribe and share it if you feel that somebody else would benefit from this. But otherwise, I will see you back here next week, okay? Thanks so much.